Uh, Hello, welcome, Toastmasters and guests to Technopark Toastmaster meeting number 55. I am Ashik and I will be the sergeant at arms for the day. Toastmaster International is a non-profit organization started by Ralph Me Smedley to promote public speaking. Let me quote the mission of the Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication skill, leadership skill, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are some ground rules which need to be followed during the meeting. Please refrain from making any reference to religion, politics, and sex in your speech, which may hurt others' sentiments. Please turn off all noise-making devices like mobile phone or put them in silent mode. Avoid crosstalk when someone is speaking. Considering this virtual setup, please ensure that you mute yourself if you are not speaking. I request all guests to put their name in the meeting chat to introduce yourself, your name, your organization, and how you came to know about this meeting. If you're interested in joining the club, you may stay back after the meeting and reach out to us. Once again, I welcome all of you to Toastmaster meeting. Now, I would like to invite our president for his address, Toastmaster Prakash. He's a technology consultant at Tata Elxsi who likes traveling, reading, and good design. Over to you, Prakash.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashik, for that warm welcome. Good morning, everyone. We're so happy to start a new journey, kind of, with our people meeting. This is slightly different from the usual meetings that we attend, in the sense that it gives you an opportunity to participate in impromptu speaking. And that's what we are going to focus on with this meeting. Not sure how it is going to evolve over a period of time. And this is the first meeting in that series, a variety series that we are focusing on. And when I thought about what I am going to talk today, I had a feeling that, I think, all the meetings are, there was some kind of seriousness in the meeting, formal kind of setup. So we just wanted to break that. We just wanted to break the inhibition that we have to speak spontaneously. So that's the kind of thing that we wanted to improve with these variety meetings. So then I was reading an article yesterday and I bumped into a quote which really summarizes why we wanted to do this meeting. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, but what you do consistently. I'm sure you'll find the next 1 hour really useful, and we are going to continue this, all the Saturdays going forward. So it is going to be useful for you. And with that note, let's get into the meeting. As the president of Technopark Toastmasters Club, I hereby formally declare this meeting open. Today, we have a slightly different agenda with a very good Toastmaster as the topics master. He is going to be the MC of this meeting. If I can give an introduction about himself, he is currently working as the manager at Infoblogs in Technopark. And he is also a travel blogger. His YouTube channel is Solomon's Kingdom. That's really creative if you look at that, the naming aspect of it. And of course, he also wants to be highlighted as the father to a 3-year, I think it was last year, that introduction. So he is now a father to a 4-year-old daughter. So we have a MC, topics master, Manu Solomon, a father, a manager, and a travel blogger. Over to you, Manu.
Thanks, Toastmaster Prakash. It was a really wonderful introduction. So, very good morning to all of you, fellow Toastmasters, and all the guests who joined on a Saturday morning, right? I mean, this is a time probably after the 5 days of working, we tend to take some time off, time to rest. But I'm happy to see so many people, 15 people in the in the session, right, who joined in this meeting to invest in yourself, to learn and then progress. That's really good to see. Today, I mean, as Toastmaster Prakash said, it's going to be a slightly different agenda. We normally have prepared speeches, icebreaker speeches, but in this session, it's going to be only for table topics. I'll explain a bit more about table topics later on. But before that, I would like to get the evaluator to introduce the tag team. So our general evaluator for today is Toastmaster Dev. He's working in TCS for the last 7 years as a business analyst. He's from Tamil Nadu. He is very fond of public speaking, and also another hobby is playing badminton. So over to you, Toastmaster Dev, for the general evaluator introduction, as well as to introduce the tag team members for today.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'm going to play a role of a general evaluator. As many are guests over here, this term will be looking new to you. I just want to explain my role today. As a general evaluator, I'll be evaluating all the role plays today, right at the start. Surgery Tams, who gave a very warm introduction, to the final conclusion. Each and every role player will be evaluated by me. Also, as we have only table topic today, I will try to evaluate all the table topic speaker as well. To help me with this evaluation, I have a team. Not only me, it's going to be a team effort. To start with, it is called a tag team: timer, arc counter, and grammarian. To start with, let me introduce the timer. The timer for today, I believe, is joined new to our club. He is a developer in Oracle, working in Oracle for the last 8 years. And he has joined our club. And most of us would like to, is handling customer and client calls. You want to improve on that area, so he has joined our club. And his hobbies are watching movies. And if you see in the road, many used to go in that cycle. I believe Praveen also one of those guys goes in that modern cycle. So he likes to cycle. So please put your hands to welcome the timer for today, Toastmaster Praveen. Praveen, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. Yeah, good morning, Toastmaster and guests. My name is Praveen. Yeah, as timer, I will time all the speakers today, including the table topic evaluations and all. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green background, and yellow background and red background. For table topic, the allocated time 1 to 2 minutes, and first minute, at 1 minute I will change the background green color. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will change my background to yellow color, and 2 minutes I will change the background to the red color. For evaluation, the allocated time to 2 to 3 minutes. So in 2 minutes I will change my background to green color, and 2 minutes 30 seconds I will change my background to yellow color, and at 3 minutes I will change my background to red color. Yeah, that's all, and handing over to Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Praveen, for that clear explanation. Even though we don't have other sections, thanks for that. Next, we'll move on to the R counter. Today we have R counter to introduce about herself. She's a scientist at Kerala State at the Science and Technology and Environment Trivandrum, and she has joined our club for her personal improvement and sharpen her hidden skills. So she has identified her hidden skills and she wants to sharpen that. And she likes to go for its short travel and gardening and water painting and mobile photography, which I think most of us can relate to. Some of us may have the similar hobbies. Please put your hand together in welcoming our counter for today, Toastmaster Geeta. Geeta, please explain your role.
Thank you for introducing me, sir. Great. I'm Geeta. Greetings, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the R counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks. How I do that? During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, as you know, and also for filler sounds like including and also noting the repeat words or phrase such as I, this means, etc. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. With this, thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. I definitely believe this meeting will improve or sharpen your skills. Next, we'll move on to the grammarian role. Today, this role is played by someone who is working in as a lead in quality assurance department at Suntech Business Solution. I think many of us in this meeting are also from the similar organization, and she has experience close to 19 years. And she has joined our club as a fundamental in club. Any club is to improve her public speaking skills. Please join me in welcoming the grammarian for today, Toastmaster Anu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev, for the warm introduction. Good morning to Toastmasters and the guests. So I'm also a new Toastmaster, and this is the first time I'm taking up this role as a grammarian. So I think I'll be able to do justice to it. So as a grammarian, what I'll be doing is I'll be paying close attention to all the speakers, and we'll be noting down the usages, good, outstanding usage of words and phrases, and also any grammatical issues that is seen in the speeches. I would also be looking at, improper usages of words in the speeches. Okay. And I will also introduce a word of the day. Let me just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
No.
It's visible.
Yes, right now.
Okay. Yeah, so I've chosen an idiom for today, which is come rain or shine. So what it means is it means no matter what. And how do we use it? It's like you just guarantee to do something regardless of the weather or any other situation that might arise. I've also given 2 examples so that you can closely relate to it. It's like, I'll be at your football game, come rain or shine. I will complete the task, come rain or shine. Okay, so I introduce all of you to use this idiom word of the day in your speeches, and then I will be evaluating based on the usage of the idioms. That's all. Thank you, Toastmaster. Over to you, Toastmaster Dev.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anu. I believe all the tag team, they are doing it for the very first time. So all the best for all the 3 members of tag team. Also, as President mentioned today, this meeting is unique, and it is going to be the start of a new beginning that will have only a table topic session. We only have 16 members, and it's going to be 1 hour of table topic session. So I would request everybody to volunteer and take up topic as many times as possible. With that, let me give the control back to table topic master Manu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev. So yes, so that is what we want as well. We want everybody to participate today. Before we start with the table topics, right? This is for the benefit of the guest. So I'll just explain what is table topics and what is the objective, right? The main objective for table topics is to practice impromptu speaking. Now, what is impromptu speaking, right? Now, before that, all of you might have done some prepared speeches in the past where you note down, you have a sheet of paper, you type in what you need to talk, right? You prepare it, you rehearse it, and then you go to the stage or probably your conference room and then talk in front of people. I think that is still hard, but I think that is fine. Impromptu speaking is when somebody gives you a topic or somebody asks you a question and you have to answer at that moment, right? It is tough. It is tough for me. I think it is tough for most of the people. And that is what we practice during this table topics session, right? So during this session, what generally happens is the table topics master will provide a topic, right? A topic can be based on anything, right? It can be a picture, it can be a phrase, right? And what the members should be doing is there are 4 aspects. The first thing is listening. The second is thinking. The third is organizing, and then finally speaking, right? So listen. Now here it's yeah, you can also see what the topic is. So listen or see what the topic is. The second part is think. Once you get a topic, it's not like you have to start talking right away. You can give it a moment to think about it, and then organize, right? I mean, do a quick organization, and then finally speak, right? So that practice, the practice that we do during these table topic sessions, will help you in your future when in the real world, right? When somebody asks you a question, or when you're in a spotlight, you would be able to give some answers based on the 4 methods that I said, right? So let's start with the table topics. The theme that I use. Before that, let me share my screen. So the theme that I used for today is what if, right? I mean, we come across a lot of what if scenarios in our life, right? What if we are that? What if we are this, right? And then we think about, okay, what would have happened? So I just wanted to make it a little more fun rather than just having some quotes from some leaders somewhere, right? Just wanted to make it fun so that people can think in a fun way and also respond, and it's fun for everyone. So yeah, I have a list of, I think, almost 20 questions. So I'll start. Before I start with the first one, can I get a volunteer? Probably somebody who is a Toastmaster, so that the guests know how to speak. Who wants to go first?
Radhika.
Radhika, are you okay?
I'm not in a position to come to video. If you give
That
me 5 minutes, I can take that turn. The third option.
okay.
Reena.
I'll volunteer.
Can we start with Reena? Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Reena, here's your topic. What if you were shipwrecked on an uninhabited island?
I would immediately look for a tree that I could climb to ask for help, or I would try to figure out if there are ways where I can sustain my life. If there are trees with fruits, or there's some place where I can find water, and I would also try to figure out if there is a safe place where I can rest in the night. And I would start unpacking my bag, and I will take out my binoculars, which I carry with me wherever I go, to look at the prospect of getting help, or if there is anything in the horizon where there is a ship or coming, to my rescue. Okay.
Thanks, Toastmaster Reena. Yeah, that was we are hoping that doesn't happen, right? We never get shipwrecked, and that too in an uninhabited island, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, your tips might work out. We'll try to remember. Okay, so who wants to go next?
Manu, one suggestion. Once you give the topic, just stop sharing so that you can see the speaker.
Yes, sure. Thanks, Prakash. Yeah. So who wants to go next?
I'll go
Ayush.
next.
Okay, who was that?
Sorry, that was Kavita.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Kavita first and then Ayush next. Okay. So, Kavita, your topic is, let me go back. What if all the states in India were represented by food? What food would each state be represented by?
Okay. So if all the states in India were represented by food, there'll be broadly two divisions, rice and chapati. And within rice and chapati, we'll have most divisions. Towards the south of India, we will have rice and sambar mostly. And north, it will be rice, sambar, dal. So there'll be more, it will be more like a tree structure. Okay. And we can have another classification based on sweets, because that is integral to our heritage. So there will be rice-based sweets, milk-based sweets, and lentil-based sweets. So north of India will be divided into rice-based sweets. So there will be paisam, etc. South of India will be divided on lentil-based sweets like boli, Adapradaman and stuff. And the Northeast will be divided into milk-based sweets like rasgulla, gulab jamun, rasmalai stuff. And there'll be one more classification. The number of times we eat, maybe South will have 8 to 10, no, sorry, 3 times we are having. In the colder regions, maybe 4 times we are having. So a lot of options there, I see. Okay, I'll conclude there. Thank you very much for the chance.
Yeah. Thanks, Kavita. So that was a really great attempt. I mean, the first attempt, right? So it was good. I think this is like a variety topic that you would have ever talked, but thanks for volunteering and taking that attempt, right? So to think on that topic and then talking about it, right? So let's go to Ayush. What if you could fly, Ayush?
Okay. So superpowers is dream of many children, and flight is one of them. With the power of flight, I can go wherever I want without being affected by the traffic. As we are all aware, traffic of Bangalore in south and traffic of Delhi in north. So we always have to prepare a buffer time of 1 hour from the place where we want to reach. Even small distance take a lot amount of time. With flight, I would get hassle free. I can travel hassle free, and it would save me a lot of time. Along with that, I would enjoy the aerial view of and the scenic beauty of all the places I would like to go, especially hill stations. So hill stations are known for their beauty. Along with that, I would like to have a scenery, or if I obtain this skill, I would try to be a better painter and try and impression whatever I see to a paper so everyone can enjoy their view. So the bird's eye view would be a cherry on top. It's an extra bonus that I will get.
Thank you, Ayush. That was a great first attempt. I mean, that was actually it was one of the questions that I had later, like about the superpowers, but you linked flying to a superpower. And yes, definitely, right? I mean, if you look at the petrol and diesel prices, I would say if we had that power, it would be really great. But a great attempt, Ayush. So let's go to Radhika. Toastmaster Radhika, so your topic is, what if you were asked to make biryani? I'm not sure if you are a great cook, but probably this is an easy or a hard question.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manu. It's a very pleasant Saturday morning, isn't it? And I was thinking, come rain or shine, I will attend the Toastmasters meeting and make sure that I enjoy this 2 hours to the hilt. Coming back to the topic, what if I have to make a biryani, right? My gosh, this is the toughest question I have ever faced because I'm not a cook. I do not have any idea how to make biryani. I'm so sorry. If it was about how to order biryani on Swiggy, then probably I would have been able to answer that question from the heart. Now, when you ask me, this is something that I have never attempted in my life. But what the heck? There is always a first time. I'm sure that I will be able to start buying the ingredients, go get all that ingredient, and I can have that end product of a very tasty Hyderabadi biryani for lunch. That can be my objective. And from I can start getting the ingredients, go through the shelves and make sure that I have everything in place. If not, quickly order for the groceries. It comes in 15 minutes. So I can make my biryani, and that too, the tasty Hyderabadi one. So I'll set my standards there and will make sure that I start that. Then I have all the tools I need online to look at the recipe and try that. So I'm sure if I am to make a biryani and all of a sudden, just like this Toastmasters club, where we have to come up with impromptu speech, we have all the tools to support us and to make a tasty biryani at any given day. The only thing that I need is the will to make a biryani, and that too, the will to make a Hyderabadi biryani. So I'm so happy to invite all of you to my biryani lunch, probably after the session. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ratika. I think you read my mind. I mean, when I was preparing the question was, how do you, what if you were going to prepare a Hyderabadi biryani? Then I thought, okay, let's remove Hyderabadi. Probably some might not know, but you said how
I'm
you're going to.
currently in Hyderabad, Manu. So that is why it came just like that.
Good. That's good. It was a good, good speech. Toastmaster Ratika. I think, I mean, the guests have an idea now on how a prepared speech or how an impromptu speech should be given, right? Even though if it is not related to the topic, you can add some more items as well, right, to make it a good speech, like what Toastmaster Ratika did. So who wants to go next? Any hands? Probably a guest. Deepa, I see guest Deepa. Do you want to give a try?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. Let me see what the next topic is. Okay, so Deepa, your topic is, what if you could talk to animals? What would you say or ask?
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Mr. Manu, for giving me this opportunity. So, what would I talk if I am giving an opportunity to talk to animals? So, most of us will be having pets at home. Right now, I don't have a pet at my home, but during my childhood, I was having. So, I used to talk to my pet dog, and his name was Srikutan. I always used to pamper him, and when I ask something in my own language, our mother tongue, he used to laugh at me also. So he understand the language with animal is something not different. They understand our language also. Even what you're doing, what you want to, he will give me a smile always. So like what we used to do with our children, they always understand this. We can also talk to them in our language. and they understand the language we used to speak with our children. Like I have a practice of speaking to him in Malayalam only. So come here, Sri, ഇവിടെ വാ ശ്രീകുട്ട വാ എന്താ വേണ്ടേ ചോറ് വേണോ? Then what he'll say is he'll give back a smile to me. So always I used to talk to my pets, even if it is a goat or a dog, or if it is a parrot. I used to speak to them in our own language, and they understand it very well also. So I never had an opportunity to talk to them in other language which they understand. And of course with cats also, we used to meow meow, we used to pronounce a meow meow. They also respond back that meow meow, the same language they also used to respond, right? I hope those who are here also, they might have attended this, that when we used to try to communicate with them, you like meow, they also respond like that, meow. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepa. I mean, that was a good attempt. I think this was a perfect topic for you to talk. A lot of experiences, right? And I agree to that. I mean, we had cats here. We don't have right now, but I had some pet cats in the past. And in my neighbor has a parrot, and I regularly hear the parrot saying "amma, amma." So they have also started. I mean, some of the animals have started talking in our language as well. So that is good. So let's go to the next topic. So who wants to take the next one?
Priyanka, I guess.
Priyanka. Okay. So let me share. What if you were given 3 wishes? What would you wish for?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's a really good topic that I've got. I wish I would have granted these 3 wishes in real. So that would be my first wish, definitely. And yeah, so apart from this, I'll say like the 3 wishes that I would want. My first wish would always be like to get to be able to achieve things that my family wants, or to get to give them everything in the world, to be there with them in all adversities. Or I would definitely want, I would not want any adversity to come to my family. So that would be my first wish, that I keep my family away from all the adversities. And my second wish would be I would want to like I love painting, but I have not been able to go very far places or see many places. So whatever I see, I try to paint that. So I'm not very imaginative either, but yeah, I try to see things. Whatever I see, I paint that. So I would like to, if I get a chance, I would like to go to all the places in the world and try to paint them, like the places where I've not been, only seen on photos or on internet. So I'd like to go to those places, travel there with my easel and my paints, and then be able to paint like like people go hiking, right? I would like to go on a hike with my paint easel. So that would that would be one of my wish, but it's not possible to go to all the places, but that's why it would be my wish. Then my third wish would be I think I'm running out of wishes. I don't have anything in my mind, but I would like to have, I'm a very big foodie, so I love eating all kinds of different food. And also I would want to have such an appetite that I could eat so everything that appeases me, and I don't get fat, of course. So that's all. My 3 wishes.
Thanks, Priyanka. Thanks. I mean, that was a good attempt, good first attempt, right? So I'm hoping that all your wishes come true. I'm not God, so I cannot give you those wishes. But yeah, keep that in mind in case God comes in the future, right?
Yes.
You should not run out of the wishes, or you should not forget that. But it was a good
Thank you.
attempt,
Thank you
right?
so much.
Yeah. So one suggestion that as I said earlier, right? Once you get a topic, you don't have to start talking at that same moment. Give it a thought, just probably like 5 or 10 seconds. You can get some ideas and then you can start talking. I think that would help as well. So who wants to go next? Rajeshwari. Yes. Okay. Toastmaster Rajeshwari. So your topic is, what if you had to change your name? What would your new name be and why would you choose that name? We can't hear you. No.
That's okay. I think Rajeshwari, you can just look at that. We will go to the next topic. We will come back. You can just raise your hand.
Okay, so who wants to go next then? So I'll give you another topic. Probably we'll leave this for Rajeshwari itself.
I think Manu, you can call out the, anyway, we have topic for everyone, right? You can call out one by one, like Geeta, Anu, Vinita.
Yeah, Anu, if you want to try.
Yeah, sure, Manu.
Okay. What if you were offered one superhuman ability? What would you choose? You cannot choose flying because that was already taken.
Okay. There are lots of things that I want to choose, but then since I can choose only one, I think I'll choose to, have an have an understanding of what is happening, what is going through in other person's mind. The reason is like, there are instances wherein, when I pick up a topic and talk to certain people, I always have an apprehension as to whether what I'm saying is okay for them or not, and all that. So what I would like to know is, when I speak about a certain topic or certain things to the other person, what is going on in the other person's mind. If I am able to understand, it would help me to better, talk to them or communicate to them better. So that is one thing that I would like to have as a superhuman ability. Because there has been many instances wherein, there were, places wherein I spoke of certain things and it had hurt people. And then later we had to do a sort of discussions and debates and all that. So it didn't work out well. So if I have an ability to understand what is going on in the other person's mind and all, it will really help me to, communicate better. So that is something that I would like to have. And I think that's it. There are lots of other things also which I want to, have as a superhuman ability. But then as of now, you've given me only a chance to pick one, and I've taken one. That's it. I think I can see that amber coming in Previn's screen, so I'll stop for now. Thanks, Manu.
Yeah. Thanks, Toastmaster Anu. Yeah, so reading other minds, I mean, it is something I think most probably everybody would like to have, especially in this world that we are living in. Yeah, we hope we all get those superpowers, right? I mean, like we wish. Uh, okay, so Rajeshwari, are you? Mm, no. Okay. Okay. So who wants to go next? Vinod, I see Vinod. No. Okay. Yeah, Vinod. Do you want to give a try?
Yeah, okay.
Sure. So your topic is, what if you could only wear one set of clothes for the rest of your life? What set would you choose?
Okay. Well, good morning, all. I would prefer to wear they call juba and mundu. What do you call it? Typically, the cotton dress. I think that would be my most preferred dress. Okay, because actually from my childhood onwards, actually I could see my father, as well as my siblings and others are also wearing the same. So in their younger days and so on, once they move out of the our native place, okay, it was actually really nice, a white jubba and white dress. So I prefer to wear that mostly. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Vinod. That was a really good first attempt. Yes, tradition is something that we will never lose wherever we go, right? I think,
Yeah.
yeah, that is good. So who
Thank you.
wants to go next? I think we have time for probably one or two more topics.
Manu, can you hear me now? Is this here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I joined from my mobile. I don't know what happened to my laptop.
Okay. So, do you want to take the same topic or a new one?
Whatever. Yeah, maybe you, for the interest of everyone, maybe I'll take a new one.
Okay. What if, so your topic is, what if you woke up and you were 20 years younger or you were 20 years older? What would you do?
That's a wonderful question. Thank you, Manu, for that. Yeah, I'll go with what if I woke up 20 years younger? So I have a lot of experience now, so I know what exactly I did wrong in my 20-year elder life, and then I would try to go and correct everything. So I'll make decisions accordingly, like I will choose to learn things differently and choose what is interesting to me. For example, I chose to learn engineering because I thought only engineering and MBBS are the options available there. I never knew there are other options, like even we can try for IAS, IFS, IPS. I never knew those things existed. So I was like, okay, only engineering and medicine. So, okay, I will go with engineering. So if I had an opportunity, I will go back and choose to try something like IFS or something, because I like traveling and interacting with people. So maybe I'll correct that. And if I wake up 20 years elder, then I think I'm in trouble. So I don't have the experiences, but yeah, I would see what else I can do. But the good thing is I would probably be in the retirement phase. So I would take it as a positive thing, and I would plan travel plans with my older friends, and then I will be seeing the world because I don't have any work to do. My daughter would be 26 years old then, so I would be good to go everywhere I want to. Thank you. I like that question. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. I think everybody would agree to that, right? And we all would like to do that. So, timer, do we have time for another topic, or it's almost 11:15?
You can go for maybe one or two if you have. We have Ashik,
You have
Geeta.
time. Up
So
to
who
12
wants?
time.
Yeah. So who wants to go next?
Ashik here, I can go next.
Okay. So Ashik, your topic is, what if you had to live in either the Sahara or Antarctica, where would you rather live?
Okay. So I would choose Antarctica over Sahara. I don't like heat, hot places. I prefer cool places. Yeah, I know it's very cool there, like minus something, minus some degree. Even though it's that cold, I prefer to live in a cold place. You know the heat here, it's 45 degree, 40 degree, 35, 38, like that. And that itself, I can't withstand that. So it would be nice to go to a much cooler place. One another advantage of going to a cooler place is that you don't have to take bath every day. Once in a week would be more than enough. Maybe once in a month. Then you don't have to wash your clothes. That also it won't get dirty fast. So that's another advantage. Then most of us are, I believe most of us are developers in the IT field. So they would be using their machine. It would heat up after a good computationally expensive work. So if we go to Antarctica and we have much more cooler climate there, it would be compensated. Even if also we could create a mining rig there for crypto mining. We don't have to put an additional AC or some way to cool the machine. That cost also can be saved. So that's it. I prefer Antarctica over Sahara.
Thanks, Toastmaster Ashik. I think you had already planned for this Antarctica trip long time back before I asked. Those are like really new or special ways to look at how to live in Antarctica, but very relevant as well. I mean, I never thought about these factors, but that's good. So I saw Geeta. Yeah. So Geeta, thanks for volunteering. Toastmaster Geeta, let me give you your topic. Yeah, so your topic, Toastmaster Geeta, what if you woke up and discovered you were the only person on Earth?
Good morning to one and all. This is Geeta here. Today I am supposed to go to Kim's hospital to have a medical checkup for my husband. But I will complete the task whether rain or shine on this 20th August 2022 because I want to improve myself. I'm a shy person and the topic is very relevant for me because if there is no one in the world, there will be no justification, no fights, no enemies. We can live comfortably. Whatever you want, you can opt. No debates. You can create your own world. I can plan so many things, whatever according to my wish and convenience. That is all. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Geeta. So that was a good attempt. You talked in your pace, but the good thing is that yeah, you came out to think and talk about the topic, right? That was a good attempt. Yeah. Who wants to go next? Probably a guest who wants to do one more time.
Praveen Dev or Praveen.
I would like to go, Manu.
Okay, Dev. So let me. So your topic, Dev, is what if you could change one law?
Hello, Toastmasters. Good afternoon. Actually speaking, there are so many laws which I hate. I have to change so many laws. But to be frank, one law which I hate the most are to clear exam, you have to get 35 marks. I know most of us right from our school days who are below average student or average student, we strive so much hard and we want to somehow cross that 35 or 40 marks to show that I have cleared this exam. But today, after going into job, we know, is that really matter? Those marks of clearing or pass or fail, does it really matter? If you ask me, the answer is no. The same goes to when you come to company, people start evaluating you. Are you a band, or you a B band, or you a C band? We don't apply leaves. We work every weekend to get that top rating. But finally, if you ask me, does it really worth? I would say no. What really matters is one has to evaluate oneself, what you are before and what you are today. For me, if I score 10 marks in the last exam, and if I could score 11 marks in this exam, I feel that as a success or a pass. Not the rule set by the government, not the rule set by the school authority. Same goes to our employment as well. There are many managers out there. Some will come and say, you didn't pass this criteria of getting this rating, or you are not eligible for promotion for this rating. I think most of the developers and fellow members will agree to me that in industry, in companies, this happens. Are you passing that? Do they have certain rules saying that, a law saying that you have to be this to clear this? The answer is no. And this one law, I think the Toastmaster, we have to remove from each one of us. Don't judge a person by their marks. There may be someone who would have scored less marks, or would have not even passed their examination. Like we can see many of our sports persons, Sachin Tendulkar, many of the politicians, or many of the top people, but they are successful. So the passing criteria is the law which they have burdened our school students should be abolished. Let them be there what they want to be and let them enjoy their life. Thank you. Over to you, Manu.
Thanks, Toastmaster Dev. Yeah, I think everybody will agree the school marks and the 35 that everybody had to achieve, right? It was a bad time. Okay, I think we have time for one more topic. So who would like to go?
Yeah, Praveen here. Shall I try?
Yes. So Prabin, your topic is what if you were a human living in Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So my name is Prabin. So this topic is like I'm living in the planet as a one man. So what I think, like, we can't able to live in the planet with one man. The reason I'm saying, like, with an one man we can't make anything, or we cannot change anything in the planet. So with a group of peoples, then only we can do anything in the planet, or we can do anything. So I would like to say that united is one of the major part in the planet. So we can but we can all together, then only we can change, or we can build anything in the planet. Yeah, that was in my mind actually. So that's it. I'm handing over to Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabin. Thanks for taking that attempt, right, and providing your insights. Okay. I think yeah, I'm out of topics, so I think we are done for today. So hope so everybody had a great session of impromptu speaking, right? I mean,
Manu, sorry to interrupt. So I want you to take one topic. Anybody would like to give topic to Manu? He has given us around 12 topics today. So anybody, Prakash, anyone would like to give a topic to our table topic master for today?
that was a twist.
Yeah, definitely. I will ask.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is
Okay. Nobody are ready to give food. Yes.
I think there are 17 what ifs, Manu.
I'll give a try. This is more challenging than selecting the questions.
Yes, Rajesh, go ahead. Please give the topic.
So yeah, here you go. What if you can change one habit of yourself? What would you do? What will you want to change?
Definitely procrastination. Yeah, I think that is the one habit that I would like to lose. Every time I try to or think about doing something, I'll try to keep it for later. There are other things which comes in, so that is definitely one thing that I am trying to improve and trying to get rid of, I would say, in my life. So and I think many people would have that issue as well when you're dealing with multiple priorities, multiple things in your life, right? Then some things you tend to procrastinate, and then everything will get added up, and at the final moment you'll be like, yeah, that happens most of the time for me. So that's definitely one habit which I would like to remove from my life. I don't know whether it's possible, but yes. Okay, thanks for the question. I hope there are no other questions. Okay, so I hope this session was helpful for all of you. So this today's meeting was more of, I would say, like a practice session to practice impromptu speaking, because this is definitely a skill that all of us should have in our lives, in our professional lives as well as in our personal lives as well, right? You never know, like what happened to me just now, when you will get a question. So we'll move over to the evaluations next. So I'll call upon Toastmaster Dave to give the general evaluation as well as the feedbacks from the other tag team members. Over to you, Dave.
Thank you, table topic master Manu, for that great session. And most of the meeting, table topic master are the happiest people because they just give question. And today, for a change, we'll put a pressure on them as well. And I could see so many are volunteering. All those 12 people who got a question from Manu want to take a revenge and ask a question. So that's a nice. So let's move on to the evaluation session. Let me call my team again. So timer, to start the timer. Prabin, can you share your report to us?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster. Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know when screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, I think we are on time, I hope. So most of them are covered within the time only. Only that Priyanka takes 2 minutes and 36 seconds actually. So that's okay. And Vinod talked very less, I think, that only that 49 seconds only. So we are on time. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster. I'm handing over to.
Thank you, Prabin. Let us move on to our next team member, Geeta. Can you share us the account report? I think you are on mute.
Can I share the Excel sheet?
Yes, please go ahead. Yes, Toastmaster, you can go ahead.
This is the entire report according to my observation. Prakash, the president, excuse me. He used 2 hours and 1 filler word and the second TMOD Manu Solomon. I observed 1 filler word like and for the table topics, the speaker 1, Reena, she used 1 filler word. Wonderfully done. The second speaker, Kavita, the filler word used was so. The third speaker, Ayush, I was not able to find any filler word. For Radhika, the fourth speaker, the filler word I could find was so, but overall, wonderfully done otherwise. The table topic speaker, the fifth speaker, Deepa, the guest, 1 filler word used was and 2 filler words like so. And the sixth speaker, Priyanka, the filler word used was like. The table topic speaker, Rajeshwari, the 7th speaker, the filler word I could find was I. The 8th speaker, the filler word used Anu. She used 3 times and the filler word was like you know. And for the table topic speaker, Vinod, the 9th speaker, the filler word for once he used And the 10th speaker, Ashik, the filler word was +3. The 12th speaker, Prabin, the filler word used, he had used once the The 13th speaker, Manu, the filler word used was leg. With this, I conclude I have taken little bit time for presenting the data. Otherwise, this is the entire report presented here. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah,
Manu.
yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta, for that individual detailed report. It really made everyone listen to you for that. When my turn will come, what is my report? So that much granular level you have given us. Thank you so much. Let us move on to our next team member, Grammarian Toastmaster Anu. Could you please share your report?
Yeah, Dave, should I share the participant-wise count? Okay, I can share a general evaluation.
Yeah, a general report is also fine. In the
Yeah.
interest of time.
Yeah. I'm not able to share my screen. I'll just okay. I'll just open it. Okay, so first thing is on the word of the day usage. So I was very happy to see the word of the day used by Toastmaster Radhika, and it was also used by Toastmaster Geeta. So thanks for that. Then there were a couple of very good usages which I could notice. First one was cherry on the top, then answer from my heart, set my standards and all, which was used in the speeches. It was very good. Then as far as some improper or grammar issues are concerned, there were not much, but then whatever I've noted, I'll just briefly cover. Some usages like prepare a buffer time, I was having, go far places. Like I think the 2 was missed in between because it was all impromptu coming, but it was like go far places. Then a word was like that was getting used over and over. Then does it really matter? Instead of that, does it really matter was used. That was another one. Then I could see can't able to, group of peoples, then only, etc. getting used, which we should avoid. So this is my report, Dave. Generally, all the topics were done very well because everything was ad hoc, and I couldn't see much of issues in the grammar and usages. Thank you, Dave. That's it.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Anu, for that great report. So now let me evaluate right from the start. I'll take 5 minutes and I'll close for all the role players and Tabletop speaker today. So start with congratulations, Toastmaster Prakash and team to organize this kind of a meeting as a new beginning, only Tabletopic session. It really made great learning for all of us. And agenda, all those were clearly shared long back, and we have a separate group for the role takers, a proper administrative way of doing it. And coming to the meeting, I think it has started on time, and Surgeon Tom Ashik had a proper introduction. He clearly explained about Toastmaster, what are the rules and regulations, and his timing setup, which was really exciting. That 15 more seconds to go to start the meeting, so that all are aware that when it is going to start. These are some of the positives. Some areas where you can improve is you can give a bit of smile. As you know, the start is the one. So you can start with a smile, have that smile throughout your speech, and maybe possible some areas of your script you can try to memorize it. So some you can see from the screen, some you can try to memorize and say it in your own way. It will be somewhat better to listen. That is what, but overall, a very good Surgeon Tom introduction. And moving on to our president, Toastmaster Prakash, few positives are, I like his way of speaking. He has a very slow and steady way to speak. He doesn't rush up with enough pauses. Sorry, I'm getting a sound in between. So, and second thing is he was able to relate to a quote. So there was a quote, and he was able to relate why we have this meeting with the quote. Like success comes from what you do consistently. And the way he introduced table topic master Manu Solomon was an excellent way of introducing. One suggestion I would like to give to Prakash is to have an introduction for guests. As you know, they would like to break the ice as well. So if you can spare some 3 minutes to get a short introduction of all the guests, that will be great. Then moving on, coming to our timer, Rabin, very good introduction. And first of all, congratulations, you did the role very good in the first attempt. Explain the color pattern using your screen so that it will be beneficial for the guest as well, who is very first time coming to a meeting. And very good report as well when you came back second time, told about the upper limit and lower limit, like who have spoken less and who have spoken more than the specified time limit. Very good. Congratulations. Moving on to a role player, our counter Geeta. Once again, very proper introduction. What is a role is all about. And as I told about Prakash, she also has a very slow and steady voice, like not how I'm rushing up. Each and every word, there is a gap and we can clearly see what she is saying. Coming to a report, she took a worth of a time to listen to each one of us along with their name and have a proper report and a wonderful, colorful report, and applauded the speakers wherever they spoke well without any filler words. One suggestion is you can make it, as you told itself in the meeting, you can make it short and crisp. 3 minutes, I think, is allotted for you. You can try to make your speech short and script. And second suggestion, I think you add the filler word in the last column. If you can make it to the second column, you cannot, so you will avoid the time to navigate from first column to the second column. So the name and the filler words directly, it will be A and B column. It will save time. That is my second suggestion. Moving on to the grammarian, Toastmaster again, first time doing the role, very good introduction of what is the role about, and share a PPT presentation of the word of the day usages. What is a very unique word of the day? Come and so it's not a single word. It's a word we can use it very commonly, and I think most of them I've used as well. And coming to her, the way she presented the report, and she applauded the people who are told the word of the day. Very good thing for them to encourage. And she brought it to different category of good so usages and not so good usages. Very good way. All three tag members first time is passed. Like first time 6, like that I would say. Moving on to the table topic master, who is the main anchor for the day. Very, very well explained about table topic. What is table topic? Took a time to help us with the tips, what we can do, how to. Many guests will be worried about how to speak on that. So it gave us some tips also, like do this way, take your time. These all things which will really help the first time beginner to our club member. And the most important thing I liked about Manu Solomon is he listened to each one of us. It's not just giving the topic. He listened to each one of us what we spoke and he commented about. I think this is also a project in Toastmaster called as active listening. He listened to each one of us and he gave his view on what he felt about your speech. Very short, crisp view of what he speaks about his speaker. That is a very good way of commenting his speaker and applauding and gracefully accepting to be a table topic master as well. So no negative from my side for Toastmaster, table topic master Manu. So I will just run over through. I have 3 more minutes. Maybe I'll run over quickly to at least some of the table topic speakers. If I have time for 2 minutes. So speaker 1, Reina, very shipwrecked in uninhabited island. Positive, very good imagination, good storytelling. Negative, time usage. You had more time used for I think less than 1 minute and sudden conclusion. Speaker number 2, Kavita, what food each state represent? Positive. She repeated the question once again to take the time and answer for it at the start, like what food he should represent, and then started with the speech. Very structured speech, told all those subcategories as well. And some of the couple suggestions, have a smile and eye contact. I think the more you see the web camera, the more it feels like you're looking directly to us. So have that maintain that eye contact throughout. Speaker number 3, Ayush, what if you could fly? Positive is smile and jokes and the traffic jokes and what are the positives of flight. Very good structured way. Negative thing, I think 2 things. Conclusion was sudden and initial you can maybe say applauding like good afternoon Kratos or something like that. That is of the minor suggestion. Speaker number 4, Radhika, I think she, what if you could ask for a biryani? And she, one thing is she made sure that the grammarian had the role, so she used the word of the day at the start and jokes and message, lot of good messages. Like always, it will be the first time. It is that willingness to do. She had a very good message and wrote a smile throughout the speech. I think I couldn't see any negative or improvement for her. Speaker number 5, Deepa Muralidharan. What if you could talk to animals? And again, one positive I see is slow and steady pace of how they speak. And she had a personal story, as Manu mentioned. She had a very good story of her own life to relate to the topic, and she was smiling throughout. A couple of sessions, conclusion and timing. I think you had a bit of taken more timing. You can work on that part. Speaker number 6, Priyanka, welcomed at the first. So you had a structured speech. All the 3 wishes you, I think you told from your heart, whatever you felt on that particular moment. You told about them. Very good thing I liked about this. You were frank that you didn't have a third wish. That this is all I could think of. That to be that frank, it made us like applaud. Very good to listen to that, because most of us are like that. Sometimes if somebody asks, what is your 4th wish, nobody will able to see on the spot. You were frank on that. A little bit of suggestion is you had a very moment. I felt you had the moving front and back. Maybe you can avoid that. Coming to the speaker number 7, one superwoman ability, Anu, yes. And she took the unique thing of, she took a time at the start, maybe as Manu mentioned, some 10 seconds she took to bring the thoughts and spoke. That is a positive and clearly answered to the point. That you asked for one superwoman ability, I'm going to tell for one superwoman ability. Answer to the point is another positive. And negative, I would say, is eye contact and conclusion. I think yours also, you are seeing somewhere else and speaking. Maybe you can look at the web camera like how I'm looking at the camera and speak. If you could do that, it will improve eye contact. That is a minor suggestion. And speaker number 8, Vinod, positive smile. You had also had a very good smile, and you like to tell about a dress code. I think what if your dress code? The smile made my day. And the negative, I think you can work on your timing. I believe you used less than 1 minute. You had ample amount of time to speak. Speaker number 5, 9, Rajeshwari, 20 years younger. I think so much positive, like thanking the Tabletopics master for giving the topic structured speech, and she had a very good joke and smile. Negative, again, a sudden conclusion. Have a proper conclusion, like 10 seconds or 20 seconds for that. Speaker number 10, Ashik, and I think this topic is very much related to him. He also had a good smile and structured speech and told about a lot of good advantage of being in Antarctica. I think bringing the thought at that moment is really uploading. Most of us will not think in that perspective. And negative, I think timing was also a bit of issue. Like you had a less or more timing. I have put a timing. I don't know what was that. Maybe less timing or more timing. And speaker number 11, Geeta, you are the only person on there, and you used again the word of the day and advantages of being single. You took so much thinking of what are the advantages we have of being single. And negative sudden conclusion, you can take your time and tell what you want to tell, what is the message you want to tell, or what, make it a fun way, something like that. So speaker number 12, Praveen, a very good speech and gave so many examples, and I could not see much of negative. It was maybe timing you would have used most. And our table topic master Manu, and think first of all it accepted that nobody will expect that Tabletopic master will get a topic. So that was accepting that what if I'm going to get and ready for it is a very big positive, I would say. And procrastination, to be frank about what you want to really improve and to know more about yourself, and you told with a smile is another positive. And negative, I think you used lesser time. I believe you had more 1.5 minutes of more time, so you can use that. At least try to use maximum of 2 minutes if possible. Overall, all the guests as well as a member, some topics are really hard, and you really did a fantastic job on answering to it. I hope that this day most of us would have improved our impromptu skill at least by 1%. With that note, I would give the control back to our president Prakash.
Thank you, Dave. That was such a wonderful explanation, especially the last evaluation of every speech. That was fabulous. I think I forgot one thing when we started the meeting. I would like to call up the guest actually, and maybe you can introduce yourself and talk about what you think. And in the meanwhile, I'll also post the link to vote for the best speaker. Take a moment to vote for the speaker, please. Speaker and play. So who would like to go first? Best. You can take 1 minute to talk about how do you find this meeting? Is it useful, or Deepa, would you like to?
Yeah, thank you. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. So actually, this is for a second time I am joining for the Toastmasters Club meeting. And this was really wonderful. And the main reason which I joined this session is to, I want to improve my language, the communication skills and public speaking. So this was really good. And to come across the word of the day and phrase of the day, and so we were able to understand new things and how we should communicate, the drawbacks which we are having, the negatives which we are having while communicating, and the areas which we need to concentrate during our public speaking or while communicating with the team and all. So this is a very good opportunity to understand. Many things are that we know, this is in our mind, but we don't give much more importance for such kind of things. We probably ignore such things unknowingly, not purposely we are ignoring, but unknowingly we are ignoring such things. But this session will be a reminder for all those things, so that we can make improvement in our next speaking and next exposure to the public or with the team and all. So this is very informative, as well as I hope after attending 2-3 sessions, that will definitely be going to add value addition to our communication skill set. Thank you for giving me the opportunity once again, Mr. Prakash.
Thank you, Deepa. Our VP membership is here, so you can stay back and concluding the meeting and talk to her. You would like to join back. So I would like to give an opportunity for the other two guests also, Priyanka and Vinod. But let me first conclude the meeting so that we will be on time. I think we were already across the time. It was really, I was skeptical when we started this meeting whether there would be enough people to attend the meeting. It was kind of felt like there will be only the role players, but seeing around 17, 18 people on Saturday morning, it was really a great feeling and reassuring that we are on the right track this meeting. Thank you, all of you, once again to attend this and taking the time to attend this meeting. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about is about actually how you are able to break free of your inhibition and talk about the things, especially the newcomers like Anu, Geeta, and Praveen, taking a role as well as attempting impromptu speech. It was really a good thing. And I was actually, going through all the impromptu speeches. Then when Dev was talking about the evaluation one after the another, I realized that it actually, if you start writing everything from the top to bottom, it feels like a movie actually. I just noted down. Maybe I'll write a short story about this. Everything started in a shipwreck in an uninhabited island. And what if you dream about having sweets and the food? And that's what Kavita talked about. Then Ayush talking about, what would you do if you are able to fly? Then it goes on just like that. Then after that, the biryani, how you, of course, you don't want to get biryani there, but what if Swiggy or Zomato would come and deliver that? From there, you have every reason to talk to animals. So you have Deepa suggesting some options. So if you correlate everything, there is a story, flowing under the hood. And thanks, Manu, for taking the time to bring that energy and such a great tabletop session. And there are two announcements that I wanted to make. One is actually there is an open house session tomorrow by Anandapuri Toastmaster. It's at Horizon. So I'll re-forward that meeting details once again to you. Whoever wants to attend that, you can go and attend that. That's number one. The second point that I wanted to talk about is actually about our next meeting. So we are going to have a physical meeting. Next Saturday is going to be a physical meeting, and it is going to be a collaboration meeting with SNR. I'll forward the details to you. So, you know, whoever wants to take up the roles, there are hardly few roles, not all, because we are going to share the roles with the SNR. You can immediately jump in, and the best thing is actually it is going to be a physical meeting. So it's a great opportunity for you to have the real sense of public speaking, as well as it is a great opportunity for you to network as well. I'll share the details later. So with that note, let me first conclude the meeting. We can stay back and network, or we can talk about anything. So let me officially conclude this meeting. Thank you once again, everyone.